Hello, I'm Jesse Green with E-Tank ePump. I'm an applications engineer. E-Tank's a premier environmental supply company. So we started in 1997 offering frac tanks, roll-off boxes, things of that nature. And then we eventually evolved into pumps and filtration. E-Tank offers several different types of filtration. So that's going to be things like suspended solid separation, dissolved contamination, adsorption, as well as colloidal solid flocculation. So we do all these different types of filtration, and then we get the call from one of our clients. In this case, it's a major construction client here in the area. They're serviced by our Northeastern Ohio branch. And they called and said they had this lake that had strip mining that was upstream in the past, and it had this really low pH that had just kind of really destroyed this lake. There wasn't any life left in it, and they were tasked with the job of remediating this lake, getting it up to at least a pH of 6, 7, somewhere in there, to where they could eventually discharge into a nearby creek and then remove the dam. So they gave us a shout to see what we could do for them. The main thing with E-Tank is we have such a wide variety of equipment. The client could call on several different types of other rental companies, and they might get a piece of equipment from them that does this portion and this portion. Well, what we can do is offer an all-in service. So for instance, in this situation, you needed a high flow pump that could then feed into a static flow mixer or some sort of a chemical introduction system. We also needed the pump that could actually pump that chemical, and then the storage containers that hold the chemical and are also able to separate that solid. We were the company that they could reach out to that had a local branch near them that could achieve all of this with just the one phone call. We brought in a team to set up all of this equipment. So the way that this actually worked was we had two 6-inch pumps. One was the primary, one's the backup. The 6-inch pump was pulling from the pond and then feeds into a static flow mixer. This flow mixer causes a turbulent flow that is also fed by the chemical dosing pump. The Crosslink polyethylene tank, it's a 6,300 gallon tank, was holding all of that sodium hydroxide. Feeding the chemical dosing pump goes out of that into the static flow mixer and then through a flow meter to match that discharge criteria that we had talked about, and then finally into a weir tank, settling out all of the solids into a gravity discharge to finally feed into the creek. Well, I mean, the main thing to note here is that the client has to make just the one phone call. They call us, they get one rental company or supplier that can offer all of these different things. They're not dealing with invoices from all these different companies. It's all in, it just makes everything so much easier. We are headquartered here in Massillon, Ohio, in Northeastern Ohio. We have branches spreading anywhere from all the way up in the Northeast in Buffalo, New York, all the way actually out to Kansas City. We just opened our 8th branch there. So whether it's Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Cadiz, Kentucky, servicing Nashville, St. Louis area, Indianapolis, we're all over the Midwest. You can go through a variety of different ways of reaching out to us. On our website, www.etank.net, you can see a whole lot of our different equipment there, as well as several different case studies. You can reach out to us right there. There's an assistant in the bottom right-hand corner. You can also call us here at the office at 888-703-8265.